the question we are here to answer, ladies and gentlemen. And that Protoss player is right here, spawning in the top position of Heavy Rain. My Insanity's Stardust, who kind of just, I don't know what, he didn't do much of anything special that last game. He just played very greedily. And when you're a player like Jimrising, you have to, I mean, just for a second here, guys, just try to think about it from Jimrising's perspective. You're playing against a Protoss player that's known for being incredibly aggressive. It's almost 100% certain that if Jimrising tried to take a fast third hatch or tried to do any type of greedy build and then gets hit by something like, you know, a 2-base 4-gate, you know, that's the kind of build that Stardust could probably beat Jimrising with. And, you know, speaking of course, our Zerg player in the bottom, from KLG, it is Jimrising, but like I said, if you're Jimrising, you don't want to take unnecessary greedy risks because you want to try to be able to defend against the potential aggression. But this is one of those situations where tunnel vision really comes into play for Jimrising, and you try to sometimes make meta-based plays on, you know, either your how you prepare on ladder in the matchup, or how you, I don't know, study for an opponent. But we're actually seeing a gateway opening from Stardust on this map, so there's a potential for a little bit more aggression. I don't think this is a bad gateway opening map. But yeah, Stardust just abused that so much with his greedy play that Jimrising was just way behind because the aggressive attack never came until he was saturated on 3 whole bases. So it's a tough life for Jimrising. That is certain. And he's opted for a hatchery first. Actually pretty good. I think hatch first versus gateway expand is really good. You can't really do much with a 15 pool against gateway expos because the Mothership Core and the Zealot will defend anything. Or I guess sometimes it's actually kind of an interesting preference. If you can cancel the Zealot to get your expansion up faster as a Protoss, that's always nice. But if there is aggression coming, it's not that hard to scout. And Stardust has a probe rallied out. Is he just going to do a very late scout, or is he potentially going to get that Nexus? Where is the probe going to go? It will? Okay, he will scout. Right, I do like this. It's a very late scout. If this was not a, if this was a 15 pool, and actually I'm almost going to go back on this statement right now. I think he might actually still be able to get Zerglings out in time to push the drone back, or the probe back. But he won't have a queen, so I think he should be able to run by the Zerglings, but he's not going to learn too much with this probe scout, I don't think, since there's nothing weird being done in this game. And he actually builds the Zealot anyway. He's refusing to take any type of risk. I actually like this. There's no risk being taken whatsoever by Stardust. He builds the Zealot and the Nexus. He's actually moving the Zealot across the map, so he could be looking to get aggressive. The probe's here. He sees no gas. What does he do? He doesn't have Warp Gate started yet. Is he going to wait to build a Stalker or a tech building? There's so many choices. What a wonderful world. He's actually supply block 26. I just realized that he just starts a pylon. That sucks. But let's see what the Zealot and the Mothership Core can do. There are 2 links on the map. There is a probe here. Warp Gate starts. But there's just 1 queen. And he's actually going to bring the 2nd queen from the main base down the ramp. So I think 2 queens and a handful of Zerglings should be able to defend this without any trouble at all. This should honestly just totally be fine for Jimrising. Mothership Core can poke the main base though. There's actually not a queen there. And that is frustrating. He will have another queen out there soon, but he's going to bring both in from the natural. And this is just really annoying to deal with. Picking off drones left and right. And the queens, trying to get on that Mothership Core, but no luck. Now the 4 Zerglings are making their way towards the natural, and Stardust does not have any units here. That is a bit unfortunate for the My Insanity Protoss player. He shouldn't lose any probes, but it's going to take a little bit of paint damage. And we'll lose a little bit of mining time, just having to pull these probes every few seconds to defend against this. Does he kill? No probe kills. Okay, well, that's about as good as it could have gone for Stardust, I guess. There's 2 more lings, though, in the natural, and, might get a probe kill. He's trying to run. They're trying to focus it. He gets the probe. Yay. Gets one probe kill. Stargate is done, though. Fortunately for Jimrising, his Zergling run-by did see that, and it will be an Oracle, so does he have what he takes to defend against this? One important thing to note, in case you guys don't play Oracle versus Zerg very often, an Oracle against 1 queen, if he flies his Oracle straight into the main base of Jimrising and there's no Spore Crawler here, there's just 1 queen, he can actually just Q attack. He can just shift click all these drones. He can kill about 10 drones and still get away. 10 drones is the most drones I've seen killed. And then the Oracle gets away in a televised match. I think it was like a Pro League game. He's just shift clicked it endlessly. But he has a pylon set up. He's got his warp gates. Is he gonna bring the pain? He doesn't have that many zealots. But I do like, because he's going to move the queens down, which means this Oracle has a better potential to do damage. The zealots are going in. There is a spore on the way, but yeah, there he goes, just targeting down these drones. And you can see he's already managed to pick up almost 6 kills. Yeah, 6 kills, not too bad. This is warp, and it doesn't seem like it's going to do too much, though. Jimrising catching a little bit of a break, defending this aggression without too much difficulty, and this has got to feel good for him. His speed is about to finish as well, so he can chase down this zealot. He can maybe find this probe. No, it's just going to run back home. That makes sense. Another Oracle is out on the map, but the tech is already in place. He has the gas that is natural. He's not committed. He does have a lot of Chrono Boost saved up, though. Stardust actually getting supply blocked pretty hard in this game. This game in particular, he's been getting supply blocked a bit. And I don't actually think this is a full wall, even with the sentry here. Is it? This map is so weird when it comes to walls. That really looks like there's a giant space there that something could run through. But the Zerglings won't be able to get in. And what can Stardust do with these Oracles moving into the third base? Nothing to really see here. The 4 queens are like back off. Picks off a single drone. And he's... I can't do much else. So there are Zergling upgrades being queued. I like this. He has one Oracle turn on the detection ability and the other one to kill the creep tumors. That is just realizing that your Oracles are completely useless and instead choosing to make them not useless. But I think he's just about out of pulsar beam, so he will get this last creep tumor. Not bad. Zerglings are going across the map once again. There's no third base, so that's not really an issue. He has a Void Ray in the top left. He's kind of been saving it, I guess. And an Immortal is on the way in case roaches pop out. There is an Infestation Pit, though. Stardust back at his Zealots up. He's going to get surrounded. This is not too bad by Jimrising. And we can see at the same time, Jimrising's lair is done. He has an Infestation Pit on the way. And we could actually see what he was trying to go for in the last game, which is Swarm Hosts. Swarm Hosts are not bad on this map at all versus Protoss. There's a couple different angles you can push from one position. These Oracles are still being active on the map. They actually kill Zerglings like stupid fast too, if he decides he wants to do like weird pokings in that manner, because he can't really do much else with these Oracles. He's just gonna follow the Lings, and if he tries to surround this Nexus and kill it, I think with the Void Ray and the Mothership Core and the Oracles, he could potentially save it. He's bringing the sentries over. Oh, he needs to attack them. Oh, kills the Nexus. Wow, Jimrising. It seemed, hesitation from Stardust. He will have to rebuild that Nexus. That's just $400 down the drain as the Nexus starts up again. And Jimrising has to be feeling good about this. And Spore Crawler is uprooted. It's really funny. It doesn't look very threatening in that position. But he will go to take a 4th base. The Oracles are going to see this as soon as it starts. They can't deny it, but they actually... I wonder if they could actually kill that or force a cancel with how high their damage output is. Zerglings are heading towards this 3rd base. Again, Jimrising wants to shut it down. Those 1-1 Lings, man, they are so difficult to stop. But, the Swarm Hosts begin. And something died over here. One of the Oracles trying to get some more damage done. But this is a tough spot. Did he see the Infestation Pit is what I want to know. He did. So he should have an idea of what's coming. But... I guess seeing after the last game with the Swarm Host, it should be pretty obvious. And this is Stardust trying to make a little bit of a push before this happens, before something gets in his way. And one queen is going to get caught off here. Yep, cancels the 4th base. Not too bad. A huge Zergling force to the left. And he could actually get this 3rd base again. There's nothing here. The Nexus isn't... Oh, the Nexus is about to finish. He could try to recall. Oh, but he might kill it anyway. Zealots are being warped in. Photon Cannon's doing what it can. Nexus, those 1-1 Lings, man, they deal damage. The shields are all gone. The Nexus is going to survive. Lost all the shields, but keeping that alive is... I think Stardust might have actually been dead if he didn't get that. This Oracle, sneaky, kills some drones at the 3rd. And he's still got a lot of Zerglings on the map. These Overlords are just kind of... They're on the patrol path. Where are the Swarm Hosts? Is he not actually... Wait, did he not make any? He's had this upgrade. Where are they? Okay, they're like just moving around up here. I'm like, I don't see any locusts on the mini-map. I don't see any of the waves. He's going to try to gank this 3rd base with the Swarm Hosts. Does Jimrising know about this positioning? This is weird. Yeah, Stardust does not have an observer with his army, but he's sending the Zerglings over to the natural. Oh, this Colossus! If this Colossus gets surrounded by Zerglings, killing this would be a huge win for Jimrising, and at the same time, the Locust Wave's engaging the Sentries and Zealots, picking those off. This Colossus is gonna barely survive. Another Colossus is about to pop out, and that should be enough to save it. Oh, he does get it just barely by the skin of his teeth with those Zerglings, and now the Swarm Host could actually potentially move up further. He'll choose not to, but he lost a lot of units actually to the Locust earlier. And those Lings, they did some work on that probe line too. He's got 19 probe kills this game. Jimrising is he's trying to give the backhand to Stardust now. He's looking pretty damn solid, I'd say. As the Void Rays show up, and they should be able to. Well, actually, no, he's gonna lose still even another probe or two to the few Lings in his base. Stardust having a rough game number 2 in this best of 3. He's moving the Void Rays to the right side. Maybe try to snipe this base and then just back out. I don't think recalling is necessary just yet because he doesn't have any. The Hydras maybe could catch them. Does he have the speed upgrade for them? No. Okay, he doesn't have the Hydra speed upgrade, so he should be able to run away from them. Although also important to note, is he gonna try to get this 4th base? Man. The Spire will be done soon, is what I was going to say. So if you wanted to do like a Mutalisk switch, the Void Rays obviously could get picked off. But, yeah, I mean, you just activate that Prismatic Alignment, and this hatchery dies oh so fast. The laser beams are real. This push heading towards the left side as well is just 2 Colossi and an Immortal. I think there's way too many Swarm Hosts to break this position. He does kill the hatchery, so he's got that going for him, which is quite nice. And yeah, Stardust can. There's absolutely no way. In fact, I think Jimrising is just going to try to cut him off, which I think would be a fantastic decision. Oh, he's killing the rocks. Oh, this Overlord, he should see this. Just go for it, man. There's nothing here for Stardust. He needs to get all of his stuff together and recall out of there, man. Yeah, and he will. That is a very smart decision. Oh, there's still there's a Colossus on the map. No, run, little giraffe. Oh, it's so weird to see Zerglings do this to a Colossus. He does manage to kill it. Loses a few more Lings on the way. Hydras are pushing. The Swarm Hosts, man, I'm just waiting for these guys to go through. I love it. He's like, I don't care about rocks, man. Locusts kill rocks so fast, it's not even funny. Watch, guys. Just check this out. How fast. Like, he doesn't even care. He's like, what are rocks, man? Locusts do so much damage. Like, Locust has some of the most fearsome damage, I think, out of any unit in this game. But, now, Mutalisks are on the way. This is what I was talking about. That Spire finishing up. 20 Mutas. There's not really much of a response to this on the map. He has some Void Rays, sure, but, you know, Void Rays even with +1 aren't just going to guarantee win this. 2 more Void Rays are on the way. Where are the Mutas? That's what I'd like to know. They're all just sitting outside of the natural. This 4th base will once again be prismatically aligned. And here come the Mutas. He's just going to try to pick all this off. He does have the Mothership Core. He could try to recall out, but instead he's just going to lose almost 3 Void Rays. And Stardust picks off some of these Hydras in the bottom left. Those Mutas, though, oh, they smell blood. They are headed straight for these Colossi, and I do not think he's going to be able to get away. There's 1 Phoenix in production, and is that... No, these Colossi are just dead. This means the Swarm Hosts are going to become quite strong. GG Jimrising ties this series up